Hello, I'm Kate Tichina. You are watching InstaForex news. The losses of the Australian dollar should be leveled soon, since there are buyers who think that its falling was very strong and rapid. The enthusiasm is supported by the favorable fundamental economic indexes of Australia and attractive interest rates spread compared to other developed countries. The Australian dollar, the dynamics of which is considered as the clearest reflection of the propensity to risk, dropped to the 10th month low amid the mixed trading on Friday morning at the Asian session, since the speculative investors started to withdraw funds from it against the background of unwillingness to risk because of Eurozone debt problems. Nevertheless, as against to the previous sharp decrease of the Australian dollar during the financial crisis of 2008, this time the presence of the liquidity and two-way bidding, by all appearance, turned out to be the enough factor in order that the central bank took wait and see attitude. According to analysts, the favorable condition of the Australian economy, the unemployment rate in Australia, which is only 5.4%, and the key interest rate, which is 4.50%, should promote the emergence of the demand for the Australian currency. The speculative investors now keep their short positions, and that is why any threat of the stakes from the part of the long positions was excluded. According to traders, the investors were buying the Australian dollar at the low rate against the Japanese currency. In this case, the very strong interest was seen from the part of the retail investors. Nevertheless, there are also a lot of risks. The world's central banks increased their share of the Australian dollar in order to diversify monetary reserves, and this became a support for this currency. The investors who do not use the borrowings do not sell it now, but if they decided to reduce their share of the Australian dollar in their reserves, then it will lead to its further decline. Such situation happened before. In September 2008, the breakdown of the key support level on the pair of Australian US dollars at 0.79 induced the institutional investors to push the Australian currency by 9 cents below during a week. According to some analysts, if the pair decreases below the rate of 0.77, then a new sharp falling should not be excluded. Besides, the support of the Australian dollar is undermined by the investors' expectations concerning the interest rates. Now, investors take into account in quotations the 40% possibility of the monetary policies easing by the Reserve Bank of Australia at the next meeting. Recently, it was expected that the RBA will continue the toughening of the monetary policy. However, according to the most part of analysts, the remaining favorable perspectives of the economic growth in Australia will be stronger than the negative factors. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News team. Goodbye.